Hi, everyone. I'm Christine Blanchette, and I'm the host and producer of two TV shows. I'm a freelance writer, a teacher, and a runner. And I love helping people. And how it all started for launching my own show was a blessing in disguise. I was laid off from the newspaper. I was working in sales, and I had an epiphany moment at the computer while I was on deadline. And I thought, I'm going to create my own show. And I thought, create my own show? How am I going to do that? But I had a little bit of experience with Rogers TV, and I was also working for CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. So I had a little bit of broadcast under my belt, as well as some print. And I did go to school at BCIT, at British Columbia Institute of Technology, where I teach now, freelance producing for social media and broadcast. And so with that, I thought, why don't I just send Doug Lucas an email and ask him if I can submit a proposal. I had an idea and I was thinking maybe running because, I'm an avid runner. I ran 8 marathons and I still run today. I teach Learn to Run clinic at UBC, University of British Columbia. So Doug Lucas said, yes, you do love what you do. You have a passion for this idea. And we had meetings at Shaw TV. And I thought I was, praying and hoping that they would accept it. It took 2 years to get off the ground. I mean, I was nervous. I was thinking, but the key thing is believing in myself and being patient. It took a lot of patience, and I've learned that throughout my whole life that if you are patient, it will come, and having faith as well. So when I got that call that day, yes, we'll start airing your show, the pilot. Now, the pilot was not like, when I look back on it, oh my gosh, it wasn't the best, but we started with something. And Run With It was born. It's a running, fitness, and health program, and I started in 2013. It has stronger legs now. I coined it, I believe, fitness entertainment. I interview medical doctors, nutritionists, Olympians, athletes, celebrities who are following a healthy lifestyle, anyone that has, inspiring story to tell. I cover the Vancouver Sun Run every year, and I just love running and I love helping people, as I said. So these are like it's a half hour show, I should say, and it airs on video on demand, cable, novice, and on Zonder TV, Zonder Network Television, which is live streaming. And I'm so thankful to Zondra. But you see, where I started was cable, and which is still on cable and video on demand. But it takes a team to believe in what you're doing, and hard work. I mean, it's beautiful to have your product on air to showcase it, but it's a lot of work behind the scenes. And, with that being said, I also have a podcast as well. And my show gets aired on traditional radio. I still write for the newspaper. I just, as I keep saying, I love what I do. And I teach, I teach the freelance producing for social media and broadcast. So I help others who can use me as a resource, or, whatever I can do to help. The other show is called The Closing Act. It's music and entertainment. So I interview musicians, CEOs, filmmakers, and that show is a half hour, and it's about 10 minutes per segment. And then I'm always looking for sponsors, partnerships, collaborations for my show. The show has been a gift, and I would have to say, if it wasn't for running, I wouldn't be having a show. I wouldn't be talking to you. I wouldn't be doing these speaking engagements and everything else. Running has given me so much in my life, and it's not only, it's so mental, the benefits of working out. Now, that being said, it's not just a running show. It's, you can, be a swimmer, you can be a walker to get inspiration from watching the show. But whatever your passion is, follow it. have support. Who is in your front row, as Sandra would say, who is believing in you, and never doubt yourself. And you could be writing a book next, which I plan to do. And it's just believing in the mustard seed. I, you know, as a pioneer, I would call myself, when I started running late in life, and I had a great running coach, Rick Whiting, who believed in what I was doing. But as I said, it's like anything in life. If you really want it, you can have it. But it's having the right people behind you. And there will be days that you're like, oh, there's so much to do, and you don't know if you're doing the right thing. But just take a moment to breathe and think, wow, this is what I have. I want to leave a legacy where I can help people and, engage in physical fitness or, movement. You might not be able to work out, but, as long as you're moving, and you meet so many great people networking. So I would suggest find a mentor out there who is believes in you. And you know what? If this mentor is not the right fit, there'll be somebody else. But I also think too is that when you journal, you look back, as I said, on what I've done, and I cannot believe, have to pinch myself, and how I started in 2013. And as I said, it was a blessing in disguise from working in print media and sales. And so I wear many hats. I wear a sales hat to get sponsorship. I wear my producer's hat. I'm in the producer incubator program, learning more, because when you think you know is when you don't know. And so I put on my sales producing, my writing hat, and my podcast hat. And my podcast is basically I upload the shows, but I'm always interested in interviewing people, separate from the shows on, their services or products or what they're doing, trying to promote their business. And right behind me is a book called Being Fearless. I think when you're in that right mindset, things will come, but believing in the process and being patient with yourself is really where to go. And little did I know I'd be selling Run With It cups. I'm on Annie Gibbins Shopping, Biz Shopping, which is just wonderful, and I owe running so much. It's not about competition anymore. I mean, I ran the Boston Marathon, and I ran other marathons, and now running has not so much taken a back seat, but I'm still running and helping others, and I think that is where I'm most happy, and I'm the happiest moment is when I'm out there running and I can create my lead. Where's my lead? Oh yeah, here it is. Or I just feel better. The endorphins start to kick in. But as I said, choose the right passion for you, the right activity, I should say, and launching your own show or your podcast or writing a book is leaving a legacy. And it's just wonderful. It's the journey. When somebody says you'll never make it as a runner, here I am. Someone said I'll never make it as a writer. Here I am. Someone said I'll never create a show and keep it going. And now it's going to be my 10th anniversary this fall. And I cannot believe it. So I thank the team. I thank you for having me on the summit, Rit and Grace. And I just love what you do, because when you love what you do, it's a career, but it's also some hard work behind the scenes. So I want to thank you all for listening, and time for a run.